To you people up here that's not on Section 8, not on public housing assistance, congratulations, okay? You got it together. You know what I'm saying? You did the dang on thing. You went to school. You got educated. I'm one person that do have education, okay? Did I graduate high school? I had complications in school? Yes. The answer is yes. Do I have some type of college education level? Yes, I do. Okay, I want to fast forward to this. Does not mean that I ended up making that type of money. You know what I'm saying? With everything going the way that it's going, and I'm speaking for the Section 8 issue that's going on, where he's talking about no more Section 8, no more food stamps and all this other stuff, okay? I want to speak on that I do not get Section 8. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on Section 8. You know what I'm saying? I am on public housing assistance, and however, let me clear that up. It took a while before I even applied for public housing assistance because I'm in between jobs like crazy. I've been paying market rent all my life before anybody say, yeah, she just saying that because she on public housing assistance and she just doing that because she trying to milk the system for life. No, my goal was not to milk the system for life, but it did help me temporary because I will be moving. Let me put this out here. I will be moving back out and back into market rent apartments. There are some people that cannot afford, like me, to move off of Section 8, okay? I know people that got 5+ kids. They cannot afford that. And whatever choices that they made that was poorly, that is on them. Nobody is walking this earth is perfect, man. It is some rude, ignorant ass people on here that's talking about, oh, I hope it get cut off. Really? You just mad that you never approved to get it. Is that what it is? That you mad that they had caught a break and you didn't catch a break? Is that what that was?
No, that's not what it was. Not with me. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Robert here. We got a hot topic on today's video, Section 8, and the changes that have been proposed to help bolster the program. Here's the deal. I can only speak for me. If you're elderly, if you're disabled, and then children, I always feel like we should look out for those three classes of folks. The people I'm talking about are the able-bodied people. Some of y'all need to go to work. Facts. You can get mad at me if you want, but that's what I believe. I think that's what a lot of people believe. The time has come where you have to be productive if you're able-bodied.
So look, I was talking about the tax bill, right? And all of the different things that they're gonna, cut out or now put expirations on. One of them being Section 8. Somebody was like, you forget where you come from, No, I didn't grow up on Section 8. So that wouldn't apply to me. So I didn't forget. I just wasn't there. I didn't grow up in a household that was on Section 8. So I do remember where I come from. And that does not mean that I didn't have a struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's struggle is different. However, Section 8 is supposed to be something that's temporary. However, I do remember coming from a place where I saw that people inherited Section 8 from their parents, meaning that they lived in houses where they grew up on Section 8, parents died, and they still lived in the houses on Section 8, and probably still are on Section 8 today. That's not normal. Section 8 is supposed to be for people that need temporary relief. Food stamps are supposed to be for people that need temporary relief. TANF is supposed to be for people that need temporary relief. Medicaid is supposed to be for people that need temporary relief or don't make enough, and it is an addition to whatever it is that they're doing because they still need that extra help. It is not meant to be everything to support you throughout your whole entire life. Y'all do realize that, right?
Here's the deal. I make free videos for you. I actually know what I'm talking about. And if you implement, it will help you and or your family get onto the property ladder. The only thing I ask is that you hit that subscribe button And the notification bell.
There was a time when I had to have Medicaid. There was a time when I had to have food stamps. There was even a time where I had to have CCMS for childcare. I have had to use the system like everybody else because there was a time that I needed that assistance. And guess what? It was temporary assistance. And it was during a duration of time when I may have been pregnant, or I couldn't work, or I was laid off like many other people. It was a time in my life that I went through something. And guess what? I got through it, and then I did what I needed to do to get past it, right? And I got off it because there was going to be somebody else behind me that needed that assistance. The government is unable to help a lot of people now because so many people take advantage of the system. And they're being enabled by people that take advantage of the system. And so they keep a lot of people satisfied so that their situation isn't being pulled from under them. So they're being coddled. So yes, there should be an expiration on Section 8, on TANF, on all different type of assistance and government programs so that it allows other people that need assistance can benefit from it also. Unless you have a medical condition that is permanent, unless you are an elderly person who cannot do for themselves and can no longer work, you should not be an able body that has a lifetime eligibility of government assistance. So cancel that.
Judge, man, she was preaching, wasn't she? And she did it in a very non-judgmental way. This is what I mean. But for grace, so go I. We know where we've been, where we are, but you don't know where you're going. And so you always have to keep that in the forefront of your mind. I do. Remain humble, because life has a way of humbling you. If you ever find yourself in a situation that you might need some help, that's one of the good things about where we live. It's a blessing. But there's also a lot of abuse. We can't lie about that. It's what it is. So as she said, she's used the services before. It's not a lifetime benefit. And the main thing that she said that I love is you got to be thinking about somebody other than yourself. If you are utilizing services all the time, that's precluding someone else being able to utilize when they need help. Furthermore, convenience kills. And so what happens with a lot of folks that have been on this Section 8 program, able-bodied folks, we're not talking about the elderly, the disabled, and the children that need it, but able-bodied folks, including some parents that can work for a period of time, it builds a muscle. It builds a mindset to where you don't want to be on it forever. Because if you are, then that atrophies the discipline, the mindset, all of those things. So don't get offended. But if you do, take a step back and evaluate your situation. Now, I never want to leave with a bunch of drama because there's a program that is available, not with all housing agencies, but they're out there that will allow you to buy a house with Section 8.
Come here. Did you know you can buy a house with Section 8? Did you know they will pay your mortgage for up to 15 years? I thought it was 5. But after talking to this lender, you can buy a house with Section 8. In addition to that, they'll give you a voucher every month towards maintenance. But if that's not saying that you should own a house, I don't know what is. Come on, come get you a house. Come get you a
Obviously, it's a little more to it than that, but I just love her attitude. It's about attitude, man. We got enough negative going on out here. We got to get to some positive. First of all, you have to be receiving the housing voucher as it is. or it's currently in place. Secondly, you need to check with the public housing authority where you are to see if they even offer this home ownership, Section 8 home ownership program. Not all agencies offer it. And so it allows you to convert the housing voucher that you're receiving, and it allows you to have it go towards the purchase of a home if you meet the criteria. If you guys want to know deeper, I need at least 20 people that put in the comment section, Section 8 home ownership program, and then the state that you're in. Let's do it that way. 30% of your income goes towards the home purchase as long as everything else is in place. And if you're not disabled or an elderly person, 62 years of age or older, it's 15 years max that the program will pay. And you have to live in the home as your primary residence. There's some recapture taxes if you sell. But the main thing is this: it's available and it's a process. So check the public housing authority where you are. If they don't have one, you may be able to port it to another area. That's an option. And then instead of that house being paid for an investor, if you guys really want to have some thing of your own that you could pass down to help your family members down the line, there's the opportunity that has been in place since 2000. So get down in the comment section, let me know. If it's not of interest to you at all and you want to comment on this, I accept all comments. Let's just be respectful, because as the tide rises, all boats ride. So my time is up. I thank you for yours. As I always say, let's be good to one another. Let grace abound. And until the next time, indeed, y'all be blessed.